Hi, I'm Emily Burke. I'm your local realtor here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I want to thank you for taking some time and sharing a few minutes to learn about Tulsa and all it has to offer. A little about me. I was born and raised here in Tulsa, and while I left to go to college and start my career, I was really ready to get back to Tulsa when it came to starting my family. Tulsa has such a fun, eclectic mix of people and styles, and just a great vibe with incredibly nice people. I lived in Virginia for my college years and then started my career in Washington, D.C., and later Chicago and abroad. But I always compared things to Tulsa. I truly appreciate what an amazing city this is with so much to offer. There are people like me that leave and then want to come back. But people arrive here for a variety of reasons. There are great incentive programs encouraging businesses to come and grow here. The Tulsa Remote Program will pay you a $10,000 incentive to come and experience Tulsa for a year. It's a great city to raise a family. The cost of living cannot be beat. It's well below the national average. And the economy is becoming more diverse with tech businesses moving in like Google and Amazon. And having lived in many big cities, I have to say I love how little traffic exists here. Tulsa also has a great scene for live music, entertainment. There are great restaurants and outdoor spaces you can enjoy year-round. And Tulsa may be the second largest city in Oklahoma, but it really has everything going for it and more. People will often say that Tulsa is the next Austin, but Tulsa is the next Tulsa. And having grown up here, I had an amazing childhood, and really, when it came time to raise my own family, I could think of no better place. When people arrive in Tulsa, they're genuinely surprised by how beautiful and cosmopolitan it really is here. There's a variety of what can be found for your housing options as well. You can find a mid-century modern home in a neighborhood like Lortondale, or grand colonial homes that were built by the oil tycoons of yesteryear in a neighborhood like Maple Ridge. We have an incredible food scene here and tons of fun meat areas to explore. There's great festivals throughout the year to get you outside and involved. If you're sporty, you could come to Tulsa Tough, or one of the many races like Route 66 Marathon or the Tulsa Marathon. There's a really big running community here in Tulsa. If you want to relax, there's I Am Yoga Festival. And if you're looking for food or drink, you have Oktoberfest and Greek Fest and Mayfest and Scottfest. There's a ton of great festivals. Our Expo Center has equestrian shows, monster truck shows, the flea market, and now Tulsa is the headquarters for the BMX biking scene and is now building an Olympic training ground for that. One of the most exciting places to find in Tulsa is the Gathering Place. It's a 100-acre park that has received top awards from National Geographic, Time Magazine, USA Today, and this is a privately donated park in the amount of $465 million, which is the largest in US history. It offers a gorgeous lodge, a couple restaurants, a splash playground, beautiful lawns, sports courts, skate park, wetland pond. You can go there to watch a movie or have a picnic. There's live performances. It's just an amazing, amazing place. For the Tulsa music scene, you've got the BOK Center downtown, which is about a 20,000 seat arena. And we've hosted Paul McCartney, Tame Impala, Kiss, but you can also shoot for a smaller venue and still find very cool places like the Shrine at 18th and Boston, or the Vanguard to hear some performances by up-and-comers or long-established artists that just like to hang out in Tulsa, like Jack White. Everyone, of course, loves Cain's Ballroom. It's historic, it has amazing acoustics and a rich history. Artists have been there like Loretta Lynn and Willie Nelson, to more current artists like Wilco and Beck and The Killers. So whatever your musical tastes, you're gonna find it here in Tulsa. If you have children and are looking for schooling options in Tulsa, there's great options, both public and private. A big draw for me to Tulsa was the option of immersion schools for my children. Currently, my kids are at a bilingual school learning Spanish, but there are also options for French and Chinese immersion in the area. When I travel, people love to ask me about tornadoes. And I've lived the majority of my life in Oklahoma and have never seen one. I watch Travis Meyer, he's our local meteorologist / celebrity, along with everyone else, and shelter if I hear a siren. But for the most part, I just really love a great thunder and lightning storm and think Mother Nature is pretty awesome here. Tulsa does get all 4 seasons. In winter, we'll get a snow shower or 2, which is enough for me to see how beautiful it is, have a hot cocoa with the kids. But then it's back to business within a day or 2. Spring is so full of color here, and my favorite season. Everyone's out beautifying their yards, walking and saying hello to their neighbors. Summer, I'll be honest, it's hot here, and I'm not gonna lie to you. If you've moved here from the north, it can be shocking at first. My husband's from the Detroit area and a redhead, and I think he's finally adjusted, but he does live in sunscreen all summer long. But what the locals do is we find our way to a lake. We've got Grand Lake, Gibson, Tenkeller, Skiatook, and there's your local water park, and of course there's plenty of swimming pools around, which is where the kids want to be all summer anyway. And by fall, it's a beautiful wonderland. We're known as green country, and all of that green turns into orange and red and purple and yellow, and it's really beautiful. A big thank you to our sponsor, Midtown Mortgage, for helping us showcase Tulsa and all that it has to offer.